The clock ticked loudly in the silent classroom. 24 fourth-grade students sat nervously at their desks. A 10-year-old girl stopped a state test, challenged the principal, and changed the future of the school. But at what cost? At the end of the video, you will discover the twist that left everyone speechless. Before diving into the story, I want to announce something special. During this video, I will say a magic word. If you comment with that word, you will participate in our contest to win exclusive prizes every week. Stay with us and look for the hidden word. Among them was Sophia Rodriguez, who was 10 years old. As she opened the science test booklet, her sharp eyes immediately noticed something strange. "Excuse me, Ms. Thompson," Sophia whispered, raising her hand. "Could you come here for a moment?" Could you come here for a moment? Was Sophia right to challenge authority? Or should she have remained silent like the others? Write it in the comments. Is it better to follow the rules or to fight for what is right? Today's magic word is courage. Write it in the comments and join our contest to win incredible prizes every week. The teacher's heels clicked as she approached. Sophia pointed to a question and spoke quietly. "I think there might be a mistake in this question about the solar system. The answer choices don't match what we learned in class. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to discover more incredible stories like this one. It's free, but it makes a huge difference." Ms. Thompson frowned, examining the page. "Just choose the answer you think is best, Sophia." But Sophia couldn't let it go. She whispered even more quietly, "If there's a mistake in this question, how can we know there aren't mistakes in the other questions? If there's a mistake in this question, how can we know there aren't mistakes in the other questions?" A murmur spread through the classroom. Other students began checking their booklets, whispering to one another. "Be quiet, class." Ms. Thompson clapped her hands. "The test has been thoroughly examined. There are no more mistakes in the questions. Now, everyone focus on your work." Sophia bit her lip, uncertain. She had always been taught to speak up when something was wrong. Besides, this test was super important. It could influence the classes she would be placed in next year. She raised her hand again. Was it right to suspend a 10-year-old for questioning the system? Do you agree with the principal, or do you think Sophia did the right thing? Let's talk about it in the comments. "Yes, Sophia?" Ms. Thompson sighed. "I'm sorry, but I really think we should double-check the test questions."
Hi there. If you're enjoying this story, make sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free and takes just a second, but it means the world to us. Your support is the reason we can keep bringing you incredible stories every day.
What if there were more mistakes? What if there were more mistakes? The teacher's patience was wearing thin. "Sophia, that's enough. You need to continue with your test now, or I'll have to send you to the principal." Sophia's heart raced. She looked around at her classmates, seeing a mix of curiosity and fear on their faces. Taking a deep breath, she made a decision. "I can't take a test that might have errors," she said, her voice now stronger. "It's not fair to any of us. Every comment on this video is a symbol of hope. Comment now and let the world know that every student's voice matters." The room erupted into chaos. Some kids clapped, while others looked horrified. Ms. Thompson took Sophia out of the classroom toward the principal's office, her face red with anger. Today's magic word is courage. Write it in the comments and join our contest to win incredible prizes every week. "Miss, you interrupted an important state test. I'm calling your parents, and you are suspended for the rest of the week," said the principal. If you think Sophia did the right thing by speaking up, hit the like button and share this story with 3 friends who believe in change. Together, we can make a difference." Sophia felt tears welling in her eyes as she sat outside the principal's office. She had never been in trouble before. What would her parents say? But deep down, she knew she had done the right thing. After an hour, Sophia's parents, Elena and Carlos Rodriguez, arrived at the school. They looked worried and confused as they were escorted to Principal Johnson's office. "Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez," the principal began, "I'm afraid Sophia caused quite a stir during today's SCAP test." "Mrs. Rodriguez," the principal began, "I'm afraid Sophia caused quite a disruption during the SCAP test today. She refused to take the test and encouraged other students to do the same." Elena looked at her daughter. "Is that true, Sophia? Is that true, Sophia?" Sophia nodded, her voice small. "There was a mistake in the test questions. I was worried there might be more." Carlos's eyebrows lifted. "A mistake on a standardized test? That's pretty serious." Principal Johnson shifted uncomfortably. "It was a minor typographical error. The other questions on the test are fine." "How can you be sure?" Elena asked. "If there was one mistake, could there be others? If there was a mistake, could there be others?" The principal's face hardened. "Mrs. Rodriguez, I assure you that the test is valid. However, Sophia's actions today were unacceptable. She is suspended for the rest of the week." "Suspended?" Carlos exclaimed. "For pointing out a mistake and asking questions? That seems extreme." But Principal Johnson stood firm. The family left the office, and Sophia's shoulders slumped in defeat. That evening, as Sophia had dinner, her parents exchanged worried glances. "Sweetheart," Elena said gently, "we're not angry with you. In fact, we're proud that you stood up for what you believed was right." "Really? But I've been suspended." Carlos nodded. "Sometimes doing the right thing has consequences, but that doesn't mean you should stop doing it." As they talked more about what had happened, an idea began to take shape. Maybe they needed to take action. The next day, while Sophia was at home, her parents began making calls. They reached out to other parents and even a lawyer friend to inform them about the fourth grader who had been suspended for questioning a faulty test. By Friday, the story had exploded. Other parents came to Sophia's house. Sophia felt overwhelmed by all the attention, but her parents assured her she was doing something important. On Monday morning, Sophia returned to school, flanked by her parents and their lawyer friend, Sarah. The school was buzzing, and kids waved and cheered as Sophia walked down the hallway. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to discover more incredible stories like this one. It's free, but it makes a huge difference. In the principal's office, Sarah presented their case. By suspending Sophia for raising a legitimate concern, you violated her right to free speech and potentially compromised the integrity of an important state test. Principal Johnson spat. "Now, wait a minute." But Sarah wasn't finished. "We are prepared to take this matter to court, if necessary. But first, we ask that you immediately reinstate Sophia, remove the suspension from her record, and consent to an independent review of the SCAP test materials. Every comment on this video is a symbol of hope. Comment now and let the world know that every student's voice matters." The principal's face went from red to pale. He shot a nervous glance at the lawyer. After a tense discussion, they agreed to reinstate Sophia and conduct an independent review. However, they refused to remove the suspension from her record. As Sophia left the office, she was surprised to see a crowd of students gathered in the hallway. They burst into applause when she appeared. "Way to go, Sophia," someone shouted. "You're our hero," yelled another. Sophia felt a mix of embarrassment and pride. She never wanted to draw so much attention, but it seemed that what she had done mattered to many students. Today's magic word is courage. Write it in the comments and join our contest to win incredible prizes every week. In the following days, as the SCAP test was reviewed, Sophia tried to return to her normal school routine. Some kids treated her like a celebrity, wanting to sit with her at lunch. One day, Sophia overheard a group of fifth graders talking near her locker. "She just wanted attention," said a boy. "Now we probably have to redo the test all over again because of her." Sophia felt her cheeks burn. Was it true? Had she ruined everything for everyone? That night, she confided in her parents, tears streaming down her face. "Maybe I should have just taken the test like everyone else." Her father hugged her. "Sophia, listen to me. You saw something wrong, and you spoke up. That takes courage. And look at all the good that has come of it. People are talking about how to make tests better and fairer for all kids." Sophia thought a lot about this in the following days. She decided to channel her energy into something positive. With the help of her parents and her teacher, she started a student advocacy group to give kids a voice in school decisions. Their first project, create a suggestion box where students could share their ideas and concerns about everything from cafeteria food to playground equipment. Eager to make things right, Principal Johnson agreed to meet with the representatives once a month to discuss their ideas. As winter turned to spring, the school underwent significant changes. The independent review of the SCAP test revealed further mistakes in the questions. The State Board of Education was forced to discard the results and reconsider the entire testing process. But the impact went beyond just one test. Schools across the state, and even in other states, began looking for different ways to measure student progress. Some started using project-based assessments instead of multiple-choice tests. Others implemented regular checks throughout the year instead of one big, stressful final exam. Sophia's suggestion box idea also spread to other schools. Kids everywhere were finding their voices, speaking out about everything from bullying to outdated textbooks. It seemed a new era of student empowerment had begun. One day in May, Sophia sat in the school auditorium, barely believing what she was seeing. A representative from the governor's office was at the podium, talking about a new education law that had just been passed. "And so," the woman said, smiling at Sophia, "I am pleased to announce the Sophia Rodriguez Student Voice Act, which guarantees students the right to ask questions and provide feedback on their educational experiences without fear of punishment." Sophia felt overwhelmed with excitement and disbelief. How had all this happened just because she noticed a mistake? As she stood to shake the representative's hand, Sophia spotted Principal Johnson. He was applauding, a reluctant smile on his face. Later that evening, when Sophia got home, "Mom, Dad, you won't believe what happened at school today. Mom, Dad, you won't believe what happened at school today." Elena appeared from the kitchen, drying her hands with a towel. "What is it, sweetheart? Is everything okay? Is everything okay?" Today's magic word is courage. Write it in the comments and join our contest to win incredible prizes every week. Sophia took a deep breath. Her words came out in a swirl of excitement. "Remember that new student voice law they passed because of what happened with me? Well, today a representative from the governor's office came to our school. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to discover more incredible stories like this one. It's free, but it makes a huge difference." Her parents exchanged surprised glances as Sophia continued. She talked about the importance of students speaking up, and then she announced that it will officially be called the Sophia Rodriguez Student Voice Act. Elena hugged Sophia. "Oh, sweetheart, that's amazing. We are so proud of you." The next morning, Sophia walked into her class with her head held high. Her classmates greeted her with smiles and pats on the back. Ms. Thompson, who had once been skeptical, now looked at Sophia with respect. And did you think it ended there? No, the best is yet to come. In the next video, you will discover how Sophia inspired a change that reached even the halls of government. Don't miss it. "Okay, class," Ms. Thompson said, clapping her hands. "Today we're going to do something a bit different. Instead of a regular lesson, we're going to talk about the importance of critical thinking and expressing your opinion when something doesn't seem right." Sophia couldn't help but smile as her teacher started the discussion. She realized that her small act of courage had changed not just the school system, but also how people viewed students and their opinions. At the end of the school year, Sophia found herself in front of a microphone, addressing the entire school during the end-of-year assembly. "When I spoke up about that mistake on the test," Sophia said, her voice clear and confident, "I never could have imagined all of this happening. But I learned something really important, that our voices matter, no matter how young we are." Today's magic word is courage. Write it in the comments and join our contest to win incredible prizes every week. Every comment on this video is a symbol of hope. Comment now and let the world know that every student's voice matters. She paused, looking out at the sea of faces, students, teachers, and parents, all listening intently. So the next time you see something that doesn't seem right, or have an idea that could make things better, don't be afraid to speak up. You never know what could happen. The applause was deafening as Sophia stepped down from the podium. She felt excited about the future. She didn't know what challenges awaited her, but she knew one thing for sure. She would face them with courage, just as she had that day in class.